YouTube. Welcome back to the channel, man. Today we have here music isn't subjective. But my question to y'all is, do y'all think music's subjective? Because you don't have to listen to it and you don't have to like the music. Because my last few videos, a couple people were like, they were canceled. I'm like, bro, you don't gotta like the music though if I don't like it. So we're gonna get into it, man. This is Anthony Fantano's take on this. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if y'all agree with him. And we just wanna get into the video.
The Let's Argue Bandit is at it again. The Let's Argue Bandit shows no mercy.
Mr. Bandit will find any home with ease and glee. The footage that you are about to see is very disturbing.
Watch out for me, I'm the Let's Argue Bandit. I'm gonna steal all your hot takes and I'm gonna eat them. Oh no, all your hot takes were garbage and just like refined carbs, and now I have a blood sugar spike. I'm diabetes. Save me, American healthcare system.
Oh, you mean you won't? You won't save me at all? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's a little 3-act play I like to call Squirt. So yeah, welcome to another edition of Let's Argue, where I take your hot takes, your unpopular opinions, and your tough questions off the internet. I respond to the best ones. That's all you gotta know. That's what's gonna happen. Let's do it. Music isn't subjective. It's objective based on sales figures. While some people may not like what's on the Billboard Hot 100, well, why don't they like it? Because, I mean, think of it this way. Hardcore fans of artists who are topping the charts right now, they're like a group of vocal minorities across the country. Like, you know, Post Malone. How many Post Malone fans are there? Several million? Maybe 10 million tops? Like, it's a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of the overall country and the overall world. Even if I quadrupled that figure, it would still be a fraction of a fraction of a fraction. Meaning, your average person on the planet is not a Post Malone fan. If his music is objectively, inarguably good, why doesn't everyone like it? Why doesn't he have 7 billion fans? Because...
Think about it, man. I don't have to, like, his takes, some of his takes are crazy. Some of his takes are wild. But it's like, it's subjective to what you think. It's like, okay, why don't you like them?
Again, the music is subjective, even when it's been produced and written in such a way to appeal to the lowest common denominator and maximize listening ability for as many people across the board as you can. It's still not going to appeal to everyone because, again, if it were objectively good, then everyone would listen to it. Everyone would like it. You're looking at a piece of music and saying that, well, this must be objectively good because it essentially won popularity contest, sort of. By this logic, Taylor Swift, Drake, and Eminem are currently the greatest artists of the modern era, but yet if they were, why do they also have so many haters? Why do they also have so many people that don't like their music? Are all these individuals just absolutely psychotic and they can't get the truth through their thick skulls? No, it's because even though their music is popular and they make it to appeal to a lot of people, it's still not for everybody. Not everybody's going to like it. It's not for everyone. Burger King isn't
that just sums up that whole comment section, bro.
Actually that bad. Sir, this is a music review channel. We talk about music here and things that you hear with your ears. Where did you get turned around? Music ain't all that. Just listen to poetry. I mean, poetry, spoken word, or you just listen to podcasts. That's the exact kind of person who I love. The type of person who doesn't listen to any music, they just listen to podcasts. That is an interesting person. You don't give Sonic Youth enough love. One of the best bands of the 80s and 90s with multiple classic records. I don't know that you've ever even mentioned them in a video. I mean, number one, they disbanded before I even started my channel. There hasn't been a lot of opportunities to talk about Sonic Youth. Kim Gordon has come out with some solo material that I have, given a shout out here and there. That's pretty decent. On top of that, I have mentioned them at least a few times in the thousands and thousands of videos that I've uploaded to the internet at this point. I mean, there's 4,000 videos on my main channel. You don't think I've talked about Sonic Youth one time? Number three, they're a pretty groundbreaking post-punk and noise rock band, and a very heavily influential one at that. And when I do get the opportunity to talk about a group in that style, and they clearly borrow from Sonic Youth, I do mention them. I do shout them out. However, I guess there hasn't been a whole lot of bands coming across my desk these days that I think take direct inspiration inspiration from Sonic Youth, maybe in a more indirect sense, as they are one of the biggest bands in the underground, but, you know, I can't say lately I've heard a record in the last year that I was like, oh yeah, this is really giving me Goo vibes. Still, with that being said, maybe they're due for a classic review. I suppose we'll see. Standing up to Wipe is normal behavior. Maybe normal to sicko, weirdo, sicko, sick boys who should be in a mental institution like yourself, but for the rest of us who don't want to make a mess for no reason whatsoever because we're not sloppy, gross, stinky babies, for the rest of us, that's not normal. It's no normal. Danny Brown is putting his sobriety at risk by going on tour directly after his inpatient rehabilitation. I am hopeful that safeguards will be put in place, but touring is usually a stressful endeavor that could trigger a relapse. One, this is weirdly parasocial. Don't do that. This is personally why
you can't watch artists, bro. You can't stalk them 24/7, bro. You can't think like that.
I don't put a lot of personal information on the internet because whatever people end up figuring out or finding out about you in regards to your personal life, they just obsess over that fucking thing and they interpret every single thing that you do and say and act through, like through that one piece of information they know. Oh, he must be doing this because of that thing that I know. Oh, if it wasn't for that thing that I know, he wouldn't be doing this or saying this or acting this way. Freaky, weird, don't do that. It's not good, it's not healthy, you're being weird. Number two, who are you to say that this is the case TBH? I have known people who have had addiction issues, both small and large, and in one particular instance that does come to mind, one of them did end up kicking some very addictive habits in a tour context. What I'm saying is, with a lot of things going on and a lot to do, this individual was able to just kind of keep his mind off of like the itch, the pull to go do that thing, that habit he was trying to kick. Now, of course, it may not work for everybody like that, but that's kind of the point. You know, because everything, especially with addiction, is so specific to the person and so case by case, there's no promise or guarantee that going out on tour is most definitely going to endanger your sobriety. Why is there melon head but no banana head? I don't want to think of what somebody's head would need to be shaped like in order for them to be a banana head. That'd be kind of weird. Like, as much as I am a melon head, I feel like a melon is kind of like a natural shape for the dome. A banana head has me concerned, more concerned. Craig Reynolds coming through with some drum and rhythm takes. Some of your favorite bands have all their kick drums on track, and you're so dumb you don't notice. I mean, yeah, especially in the metal world, I'm just not super into a lot of the very, very, very regimented rhythms and bits of instrumentation. I feel like it sucks a lot of the soul out of the music. It just makes it feel overly robotic, and you know, I think the new freaking Cattle Decapitation record is a prime example of an album that I kind of expected more from, and it's just too over freaking produced. Craig has been ranting about this topic a little bit online, and I sympathize with a lot of what he's saying. I think, you know, frankly, in music today, as far as production and even live performances, because he was also talking about, you know, use of drum tracks and stuff during live performances or kick tracks and that sort of thing. I think we're just too afraid of making a fucking mistake. I love you. I'm sorry. Shows of affection give me indigestion. You just set me off. I gotta go eat some Tums. Nobody over the age of 40 should be making pop punk. I disagree. Pop punk really is just a tempo and a guitar tone and a...
Alright, one person I come to my mind when he said is Tito Touchdown. Tito, he's not 40, but he's almost 40, and he's making banger music. You can't... Age ain't nothing but it. Well, I have to stop myself. Age, when it comes to music, it don't matter how old you are, bro. If you good at what you do, keep doing it.
set of chords and a vocal affectation in a way at the end of the day. Why are those basic elements needing to be limited to certain age groups? I mean, look at guys like Jeff Rosenstock, for example. I think he, more than a lot of people, have shown that you can take pop punk aesthetics and write very thoughtful, mature, interesting songs with them again and again and again. I mean, I know that we kind of understand pop punk to be a sort of immature kind of genre, which in many respects, sure, it is. But honestly, that's just a limitation that we put on it as artists and as fans with expectations of what the genre could or should be. Because, again, you could get kind of left field and weird and indie with it, like Jeff has. You could get super ambitious with it, like in the case of Green Day. So, no, I think saying certain genres shouldn't be made by people who are of a certain age, it's silly. It's dumb.
Oh, you heard more?
Yeah, but another episode of Let's Argue. That's what it is. That's the episode. Thank you for watching. You're the best. Hugs, mwah, kisses, and appreciate you coming through and being a part of the the comment crew, the view crew.
That's the interview. I'm not gonna lie. Music, in my opinion, y'all don't have to like what music I like. Y'all don't have to have the same opinions about me with music, because I'm always, at the end of the day, I'm always still do me and listen to what I listen to. So, yeah, man, y'all opinions matter to y'all, and some of them are cool. It's cool opinions. Some of them I might not agree with, and I can't get mad with that. So, but yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what artists check out. Let me know if y'all agree with him. Is music subjective? Let me know if y'all think music is subjective, or if it's objective. And that's the end of the video. Keep God in your life, praise God, drink water, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.